Hello and welcome to our podcast, GoddeSShips. Can you flip or is it gonna be a problem? Because it's missing the thing. Never mind, go back the other way. It's fine. Oh, where is it?
Where is it?
Hold on, girl. I don't know, it's still ain't showing. Let me make it big. There we go. We just gotta be like this for right now. Till we get Mr. Floyd in here. Okay. All right. Well, all aboard. And welcome to our podcast, GoddeSShips, where we discuss how ships affect lives. For those of you who are returning, welcome back and thank you for your continued support. For those of you who are just joining us, thank you for joining us for the first time, and we hope to see you again. Goddesses and gods, remember that we are also available wherever you listen to your podcasts, such as Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spreaker, Deezer, Podcast Addict, Podchaser, GeoSavin, iHeartRadio, and of course here on YouTube. I am Keely, the Soul Snatching Goddess.
And I am Melinda, the FACKTgoddess, F.A.C.K.T. We want to thank you for joining us, and we would like for you to subscribe and share and bang the notification button so that when we have new episodes, you'll be one of the first to be notified.
All right. And I want to, FloydGod will be on a little bit later. He's prepping to go out of town, but I did want to do our number one fan was here early. It's 8:58, and I'm here. Hey, Lele, how you doing, girl? You know what they say. Being early is on time is late, and late is unacceptable.
Oh, that's what they say?
That's what they say, girl. You ain't never heard that?
No.
You better get into it. Well, I have shirt cam for this evening to you.
I don't.
No, you don't. You just
I'm running shirts, and I don't
you just glamorous and shimmery.
Yeah, I don't like doing repeats. When I
get
shirts,
I have just created and ordered me a few new shirts, so I have to send you some.
Yeah, you can do that because you have a t-shirt company.
I know. Lele, I do need you to DM me your address so I can send you your mug too, just so that you know. All right, so here is mine. I'm just here for the comments, which is true for this evening because y'all are gonna get to know us. It's the Get to Know Us episode. So we'll answer a few questions so that y'all can know us just a little bit. I stayed pretty light, got a little deep, but pretty light. Not too extra.
That don't sound right.
That's okay. You'll be all right.
Somebody they're ringing the doorbell.
Just go with it. No, that was my phone, and I don't know. It's supposed to be on silent. It's supposed to be on silent.
Ooh, it's time for me to get my hair done.
All right. So we'll start out light, and then we'll catch Floyd up when he gets in here. We'll speed round him since his ass late. You changed your mind?
Girl, I can't get this thing right.
It's fine. You know it's gonna change once we add him in anyway. So
yeah, this is crazy.
It'll be fine. All right. So, what did you want to be when you were younger? You want me to answer first? I wanted to be a cardiologist.
Oh, specifically a heart doctor?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Now, why? I couldn't tell you. I think it was money driven, but I also liked the heart too. I liked medical stuff back in the day anyway. I did a lot of medical, like being in the hospital, volunteering. I've been in a morgue before. I've seen somebody get like when you have to get the X-ray where they can see how your blood is flowing, and you have to take the barium and watch it flow through. I've done that before. I've done a lot of stuff in medical stuff. It's really, I've been in the operating room when someone was getting a hysterectomy.
Oh my gosh.
Why was your face turned up to everything that I said?
Because I'm not doctor material, never have been, didn't ever wish to be that when I was younger. Don't want to put up with the blood, the parts. Somebody had me sit in when they had a baby, and I thought I was going to die. When that afterbirth came shooting out, I said, "Oh,
See, all of that I like.
That's
like
why
I
have children to this day, because that was traumatizing for me.
Oh no, like the most excitement was being in the morgue.
No wonder you're so creepy.
Ooh, it's October.
I know. Probably love this holiday that's coming up. Hey, let's go to a morgue and count the bodies.
No, I ain't gonna do that.
You probably put the tag on the toe, huh?
No, I just was observing the body. I'm recording. Do we not know what today is?
I don't know, but he got out quick. I heard, no, the door closed. Gosh.
What about you?
I think I wanted to be an attorney. And that's just because I've always enjoyed telling people what I think and what to do. Pretty much what attorneys do.
I know that's what my mom said I should have been. But then she was like, with your handwriting though, yeah, that doctor thing fit you. Can't read nothing you say.
Yeah.
Let's see. What was the last movie you went to, or because of COVID, that you watched that was supposed to be a theater release?
The last movie I went to was Fast and Furious 9. I happened to be home in my home state, Indiana, with my godson. And we went. And because of COVID, the movie theater was empty. So it was wonderful. Like, there were literally, because there were there were 5 of us that went. 3 kids, 2 adults. And there may have been 5 other people in the theater, and we were all spread out. It was great. Like,
wow. So a physical going to the movie, I really can't remember because it's been just that long. But the movie that was supposed to be a theater release that I did watch was Malignant. And it was, of course, a scary movie, my favorite.
Of course, Morgue. That's what I'm calling you, Morgue.
And it was quite, I was not ready for the surprise that was part of it. Spoiler alert, if you was gonna watch it and you ain't watched it, don't listen for like 10 seconds. But she had a twin that was attached that they ended up like cutting off, but they didn't cut all of it off, and they stuffed the other part of him like into the back of her skull and closed it. And she was having these dreams of people being killed, and it was actually because her twin had come out and was controlling her. Really crazy. It's crazy still.
Morgue.
But I liked it.
Morgue.
All right. So in the evening, would you rather play a game, visit a relative, watch a movie, or read?
Any evening?
Any evening.
Ugh. Probably play a game. It just depends upon the relative. I'm leaning
Okay.
heavy towards play a game because that's what I normally do when I get home from work before I do anything else. Because I'm heavy on Candy Crush, all of the Candy Crushes, the original one and the other, the soda, the Candy Crush jelly. Is it jelly? Yeah. And the Candy Crush Friends. I play all four.
And you probably up in the thousands in them.
And then, then I messed around and found out that F.A.C.K.T had an app. So I've been playing that because I'm a F.A.C.K.T in you know, the real F.A.C.K.T, but the app is something else, girl. It give you faces you would have never dreamed of.
I played it for a little bit. I skip around on games like that on the apps. I'll add one and then get bored and delete it, or get stuck for a minute and be like, I ain't playing this no more for a minute, and then I might come back to it later. But yeah. And I really only do like I'll do Candy Crush. I have like a little gym one. I added spades because I've been trying to teach my kids how to play spades.
How's that going?
It.
Oh, you know what? Speaking of that, I'm sorry. I did used to play bid because it's hard for me to find bid players. So I a bid app. But
I should find that because then that'll give me practice. So when I get around people that play, I can play.
It was pretty good. But it's like anything else, you know, you can't pick your partner. So I got frustrated because I was getting people. I'm like, what are you doing? You know.
Yeah. So because we tried playing spades and I was both of their partners, trying to get them like acclimated to like playing with people and thinking through stuff. It was a bit rough. Only because, you know, like how we play with the extras. So it was kind of like if one forgot and the other remembered, they was like, so it wasn't like they was talking junk and you don't even know to talk junk.
Right.
But it was what it was. So, but that's because they brothers. They're going to do that. Who learned a little bit quicker than the other. I got it. I don't know what he done. I got it. Then the next game is you. Right. What happened then? What happened now? Right. What you doing now?
Right.
But in terms of like visiting a relative, watching a movie, I'm always going to watch a movie. I almost watch a movie every day. It's really bad, especially now that COVID's going on. I was pre-COVID doing a lot more visiting of my relatives that were older, just trying to see if they needed stuff, take them things, just to go and visit in case nobody else was. But that's kind of slowed down a little bit because, you know, if they're older, you don't want to be exposing them to COVID stuff.
Right.
So they also don't like that part of it because they like, you ain't came in my house. You know, like trying to protect you. Try to keep you safe. Let's see. So you've kind of answered the next one, which is what is your favorite game or sport to watch and or play?
Oh, no, my favorite game to play is spades.
Okay.
Well, really, I like bid, but like I said, I can't find bid players, so it's spades for the most part. But I like winning and beating people and making them feel bad about getting beat. So I play F.A.C.K.T. I play skip bow. What's the other? I play left, right, center, the little dice game. I play about any game I can learn and try to just mutilate, just get rid of my opponent. Monopoly, we can play
competitive.
That. Very. Very.
You should have saw how your face. You meant all of that with all of this? Very.
Very. Oh, and don't let me get you on no Connect 4 board.
Oh,
Everybody
Lord.
made kids, 3rd grade, college. It don't matter.
You don't
You
care.
be upset. You gonna
Take
be
no prisoners.
Yeah, I don't take no prisoners.
Dang.
I've whooped celebrities in spades.
You got to help. You got to help kids out. You got to boost
That's
them
how
up.
you help them. You beat them to death, and then they'll get that defense mode. And so, if I beat a 3rd grader to death, then no other 3rd grader can touch him or her.
You say you sharpening their skills.
Yeah.
Making them better.
Take this and then do this to the next person you play.
A hot mess.
When I was working at Roosevelt, shoot, the kids used to be like, Miss Riley, we gonna beat you today. I'm like, okay.
They was coming with strategy.
It was a couple of them that got me too. But you know me, I'd be like, we gonna play the best out of 3.
The setup.
Redemption.
No kids, when you beat her, run. Say, I'm done for the day. Catch me tomorrow.
Now, the one thing that I cannot play is chess.
Okay.
I stopped playing chess when I was in elementary school. And so I wish I hadn't, because whoa, you a bad member. And most of the men a lot of the men that I meet can play chess, and they play it well. So that's like invigorating. I wish I could play. Whip them, but they would whip me. I have no strategy, no game, nothing.
Lele said she left for a minute, but she's back. And then she asked, where's Floyd? He'll be joining us shortly. He's prepping for a trip, so he's a little bit late tonight. I wish we had some stuff to talk about him like we be doing Melinda when she be late, but we ain't got that. He just pimps. He just talks about you being a pimp.
Which he needs to stop.
Before you get on, that's what he does.
So the audience knows I'm not okay with either one of you doing that.
Oh, I don't really talk about it.
You're in it.
I just join in the conversation.
That makes you just as guilty.
Oh, Lele said, okay.
We don't know what that means.
She don't believe it. She think you're a pimp.
No, that is not what she said. See what I'm saying?
Ain't that what you meant, Lele? I know that's what you meant. Yeah. That's what you meant. I already know. Now I do. Well, when Daryl was alive, we went and I was learning to play pool, and I had gotten pretty okay with it, to where, because at first when we were first going, we would go to places and play, and then like when somebody else would be like, I got the winner, it didn't matter if I won or lost, he was gonna play him because I wasn't comfortable enough. Then after a while I got comfortable enough, and I was like, if I won, I'm playing. And I liked it because most of them be males and I can kick their ass.
Oh, so you really thought you was doing something?
For a little bit. But now the ones that was really like players, I like playing with them because they always made me up my game. Like you said, with the 3rd graders sharpening that too. Daryl was good, but it was some people we ran into that was like pool sharks.
Right.
That went strictly only to these places to play pool, and then they would bet money. I ain't betting no money.
Yeah, you're not getting none of my money.
No, I ain't got time for none of that. However, I will play this game. You got to get me up off this table.
Okay.
If you want it.
Oh. They got real good.
Oh, she said Floyd is Chucky because he cheesy.
Oh, yes. Now that is perfect. We need to re-show that comment when he gets on.
Oh, most definitely. He's gonna get that one. In terms of what I watch, I will watch football, basketball, and baseball, but I gotta be in the building. I can't watch it on TV. It's boring on TV.
I forgot about the sports. Stopped watching football when Kaepernick took a knee and nobody supported him.
Okay.
And okay, so my sports watching is temperamental because it depends upon whether or not I'm in a relationship with a man who likes sports. If I'm in a relationship with a man that likes sports, then I'll watch it with him like, oh, babe, rah, rah, shish, boom, bah. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And, do the whole good girlfriend thing and be all into it. And, I might even be like, for instance, if I'm dating somebody and they like the Saints, I call them the Aints and get them all riled up and be like, I'm a Falcon fan,
Lele tell me that's right, Melinda.
And then if they watching like college sports, I just figure out who they cheering for and I cheer for the other team. Because they get them hype. Like they like that challenge. Oh, that's what you doing? That's what you doing? Yeah. My team is gonna whoop your team. Now what? But other than that, not the slightest bit interested.
I like it when I'm there. Like it's something about the atmosphere of being in the building when those games are going on.
Being there, the only time I've been excited about being at a game is when it's been an HBCU game.
Mm-hmm.
And for those watching that don't know what HBCU means, shame on you. Historically Black colleges and universities. And their halftime is like no other. Like, unforgettable.
Oh, it ain't even a halftime. It's the whole everything. It's in the stands in between.
Because I still ain't really into the game, but when them bands clown at halftime, it's worth the whole thing, the whole kit and caboodle.
Well, I just went to FAMU and ASU's game this past weekend. Mm-hmm. Quite fun, quite enjoyable.
But I guess I have been to a couple of professional games. I've been to a professional basketball game.
Mm-hmm.
Went to see the Bulls play. And as far as football, what else did I see play? I saw the Hawks play the Denver Nuggets. Is that what they're called?
Mm-hmm.
Back in the day, one time one of my girlfriends came to Atlanta.
Oh, is Floyd here?
And her cousin.
Floyd is here. I think he's here.
Her cousin played for the Nuggets. And so we went to the game. We got to, kind of holler at the players afterwards. And that is what excites me the most after the game. If I'm able to be exposed to the players, especially the professional, they are all so tall. And I'm so amazed because I'm like, this is crazy. Like, you don't look this tall on TV.
That is such a mess.
Being in person, definitely that part is hype for me. And then, when they do the little crowd participation, I always try to get on the dance cam where they be dancing and they be like,
oh, then you crank up and hit it.
Yeah. Oh, and I I did go to a professional baseball game. I did like that because you trying to pull Floyd in?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull him in real quick. Hold on 1 second.
Oh. They always eat.
Hello, world.
A mess.
You should pull him back until he finishes eating, child. It looked like he was.
I'm pulling you down for a second and put him up at the top. Let's see. There we go, so we can get it in the corner.
Great, wonderful.
All right.
So,
hello, world. Hello, goddesses. Hello.
Hi.
Nunu said, "Hey, y'all. Hey.
Hello.
So,
wait. We need to back up real quick because we got 2 comments for Floyd. Floyd,
because he is.
You are chunky because you cheesy and crunchy. Well,
what mean?
It's supposed to be crunchy.
What crunchy and cheesy mean?
Because you came in the camera crunching. And Kool-Aid said, "Hola."
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
What up, cool?
So yeah, I went to a baseball game. And it was in Atlanta for the Braves. And I must have been the good luck charm because I sat in the Hank Aaron section.
Mm-hmm.
So I was loving that. I took pictures of the different things they had about his statistics and things like that. You could stay in the inside where it was air conditioned, or you could go outside, but it was like, top flight.
You was almost in a box type stuff.
Yes. And so they won the game almost. It was gonna be 20-0, but in the last inning, the other team got a home run. So it was like 20-1. And they had not been, I guess, doing quite that well or whatever. So I just feel like it was me. I brought him Philip.
Okay, if you say so, girl. Lele said you came on the camera crunching. And Nunu said, like you eat some chicken, Floyd.
You know what?
Well, Keely should have forewarned him. She was bringing him on camera because he sure was in mid-bite.
Well, so initially when I saw that he was there, he wasn't in frame yet. So I waited till he sat down, and then he gave me the fist, which usually is, I'm good. So that's why he came on. Lele said, what's on the menu, Floyd?
Man, listen. An omelet with egg, with cilantro, tomatoes, green peppers, onions, some mild cheddar, some turkey bacon, and some biscuits. I wanted to have breakfast for dinner.
You did that.
So yeah, that's what I'm eating. And some homemade, I had a juicer I bought about a month or so ago, but I never used it. So I used it today for the first time, made apple juice and orange juice. I never buy juice again. Never buy juice again. Changed my life. So yeah.
Nunu said, yummy.
Yeah, I be trying to work it out a little bit.
Okay, so now you got to have speed round because you missed some stuff.
We got what you done eating.
No, I mean, I can multitask.
Nunu says, share that recipe, Floyd.
Oh, okay, look, real quick. Just real quick. Chop up some cilantro, some fresh cilantro, some tomatoes, some onions, and your green peppers. And then just stir your egg up, brown eggs, stir your eggs up, and then just pour it all in there. You know, like you got one of the non-stick pans. Just pour it all in there, let it work it out, and then flip it over. It's going to omelet up, and then right when you take it out, just sprinkle some of that shredded mild cheddar on it. You could put black pepper in there, Mrs. Dash, onion, and herb, because I don't use no salt. So Mrs. Dash, onion, and herb, and black pepper, it's a bomb. You can throw a little basil in there, too, if you just want to get sexy with it. It's a bomb, and there you go.
Come on, get sexy with it. Tanika said, hey, y'all.
Hey, Tanika.
What you bag up out in the chair for like you felt some type of way because they asked me for my recipe? Well, what was that about? What's that about, Fat Goddess?
I'm just waiting for you to eat and speak. That's all I'm waiting on.
I can multitask just like you can. Carry on.
Nunu said, okay, right on.
We do it every week. You do it. I do it. We all do it. Shit. Carry on.
Floyd's cookbook.
Oh, God. Yeah.
I don't. Y'all do.
I did last week because I was starving like Marvin.
Okay. So what make us any different?
Because that was only one time.
Okay, then. Well, you know.
Ooh.
My prerogative. I don't need permission.
I mean, really, you ain't supposed to eat on the show, but, you know. If you
Who
want
said that?
We could have Floyd's cooking corner. That sounds like something the fans are interested in.
Can't nobody hear me smacking. I don't smack. They heard that little crunch one time. I don't smack. Chew my mouth closed, pimp.
Oh, just so that you know, she said she does not appreciate You calling her a pimp. Oh,
I've been said that.
She'll be all right.
Nunu said she feels some animosity.
Not at all. Not at all. Not at all, Nunu. Not at all.
All right, here go your speed round. Here go your Lele said it's okay.
Oh, speed round.
Yes. What did you want to be when you were younger?
Me? Actually, I wanted to be a Supreme Court judge. I wanted me and my sister to be judges together. Well, before that, I actually wanted to be a priest, and I actually went to school to be a priest.
All right. What was the last movie you went to, or due to COVID, watched that was supposed to be a theater release?
Motherfucking Candyman. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Thoroughly. Oh, excuse my language. Dang, I forgot. I'm sorry. The awesome movie Candyman. Excuse me, Candyman.
Okay.
I saw the new Candyman.
Did you like it?
It was magnificent. Of course, I'm very desensitized. I'm desensitized, so don't let it really scare me. Mm-hmm. But I think the storyline and everything about it was amazing. It was amazing. And Tony Todd was in it. That's like one of my favorite actors in horror of all time. So it was amazing. He's the original Candyman, but it was absolutely amazing.
You'll be watching it, won't you, Keely?
Yes, most definitely.
It was amazing. You know what was interesting too, just on the subject? I watched this stuff called Squid Games.
Oh, yeah.
I laughed so hard. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was entertaining, but I digress.
Yes, I watched that series as well. It was quite good.
Very good.
Nunu said Pastor Floyd.
Oh, it was going to be Father Floyd, talking about no sex Floyd. I went to a seminary school. Like, I was going to be a straight up priest. St. Lawrence Seminary in Mount Calvary, Wisconsin, the school on the hill. I went for a year. Yes. Yeah, freshman year of high school, and then I transferred because I saw some less than ideal things, and I learned the truth about, so-called religion, but that's for another show.
Nunu said, yeah, Squid Games was good.
It was. I'm ready. That's why I ain't no priest now, baby. I had to change my name from Father Floyd to Rem Gimme Some. Rem Gimme Some. You did.
This is incredible.
Okay.
You asked. Anyway, go ahead. You say speed round, so I'm trying to hang with y'all. I don't want to hold it up.
All right. In the evening, would you rather play a game, visit a relative, watch a movie, or read?
Probably watch a movie or read.
Okay. Kool-Aid laughed at you hard, and so did Layla.
He know.
Tanika said, Missy, not incredible.
Yeah, this is incredible. Jesus.
All right. What is your favorite game or sport to play, watch, or your favorite game or sport to watch and or play?
Football.
Okay. All right. You are caught up.
Right on.
All right. So, have you ever had a nickname, and what is it?
Well.
And Tanika and Marissa don't say a word.
Kool-Aid said, I'm the deacon.
That's right.
Oh, the father and the deacon, Lord Jesus.
Look, that's deacon pissing pot. I mean, deacon dipping pot. Excuse me. That's deacon dipping pot.
Dipping pot.
Deacon dipping pot. I'm Reverend Gimme Some. We got Sister Hollaback too. The church in the back under the tracks where you might get jacked.
Oh,
so you ain't got to come back.
Oh my God. My God. My God. My God.
Deacon dipping pot. We got the love offering, the fun that funds the fun, that funds the love offering, that funds the fun, that funds the fun. Ties will be taken every 6 minutes.
Oh Lord. Lele is Lele. It's a Dick said booger. Well,
what about Booger Wolf? Not you, Tanika. That's just a word.
Well, mine is Golden Child, as you all know.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I do not believe you.
Melinda.
Her parents call her the Golden Child.
Thank you.
I can't remember why. Why, Keely?
Because that's what I am.
Because last week, all the stuff you said last week.
I set myself up for that.
Father Floyd.
It was gonna be. It was gonna be.
Keely, why are you the Golden Child? I can't remember.
So if anything needs to happen, my parents know that they can call me and it's going to get done. Also, I am the child that technically saved their marriage.
Really?
Yeah.
That's how she words it.
No, that's how they word it. What you mean?
They didn't say that part when they was telling me you was the Golden Child.
Oh, well, you tell it then if you know.
Wow.
I know. I just said they didn't say that part.
Oh, but that's the part.
Wow.
That's it.
People, I don't know if that's true or not. I'm going to do the fact check and get back with y'all next episode.
Please fact check.
Wow.
Hopefully I can bring on First Lady.
Yeah. Oh, no, because see, we just said no cussing. See, she gonna say something off the chain, off the wall. It's gonna no, baby. Mm-mm. Now that's gonna be the episode that get turned out if you bring
right.
Tune in to GoddeSShips Uncut.
Ooh, she's the uncut.
I've had a few nicknames in my life because I'm such a well-rounded person.
Okay. Okay, we wagon.
So my childhood nickname is Missy. My name is Melinda, so I asked my aunt why was it Missy and not Mindy, for instance. And she said, well, it has nothing to do with your name. It's because when you were born, you were so smart, prim, and proper. You were like a little miss. So we called you Missy. How apropos is that?
I was going to say, so carry on.
We want to fact check on that.
No, I digress.
Lulu said Sissy Missy.
And then my sister and I call each other Sissy because we're sisters. It's something in my eye, I'm sorry. And then my cousin Tanika and I call each other Booger. And then I got another cousin. Yeah, Booger. Boogah.
Interesting.
Then I got another cousin, and I can't remember where we even got this from, but we call each other Pork Chop. I don't know where we got it from. We just done it for a long time. And then the family members call me Honest Abe because my brother used to call me Will Tail.
Now that's the name. Yeah.
And then now, because of my bubbly, sparkling personality, when I was in middle school, I actually was a point guard. I played basketball very well until I had my accident where I had to get hip pins placed in my hip. And so the 7th grade, or was it 8th grade? The 8th grade, it was, I can't remember, 7th or 8th grade coach. It was middle school then. That's what they called it. She nicknamed me Jelly Bean.
Oh. Tanika said facts.
And then I've got one more. I'm telling you, I got a lot of nicknames because I have such a bubbly personality. I don't know.
Oh.
Because I'm so militant and so about my people. I've been called a Black Panther, and I've been called what's her name with the afro? Pam.
Pam Grier?
Not Pam Grier.
Woohoo, girl.
Angela Davis, mother.
Yeah, Angela Davis.
I did have one more. Mine is TT, but that's because all the nieces and nephews call me TT.
Mm-hmm.
And,
I got that too.
And so the other people have adopted the TT because the nieces and nephews call me TT.
Oh, TT.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and you know my nicknames for you. What Paco call you? I don't know, because he called me a few things. Wait, which one, Tanika? I don't know which ones he's talking about. Hopefully she'll type it in there.
Uh-huh.
That's funny.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, one more. My uncle, God rest his soul, called me Missy Senawa. He used to go, Missy Senawa. And I don't know why he said that.
Tanika said any.
I still don't know.
Tanika, she trying to play crazy like she can't even think of one of them. It's all right though. It'll come out.
GoddeSShips Uncut.
I
call him Pacolicious, but I don't know what he called. I don't know what she's talking about.
Mm-hmm. Okay, good. Floyd?
Well, as you all know from previous episodes, my mother always had a consistent last name for me. I'm going to say it rhymes with Futhermucker. She called me Fat Futhermucker, Black Futhermucker, Lazy Black Futhermucker, Ignorant Futhermucker, Punk Futhermucker, or just plain old Futhermucker. So my last name was always Futhermucker, but the first names were interchangeable. Later on, with my dad name used to call me Rookie because my old man was a cop. Rest in peace, Pop. He called my brother Maine, and they called him Booty Man too. But anyway, that's another story. They called my brother Booty Man. But, my nickname was Rookie, Lil Floyd. When I got older, most of my friends that know me from like back in the day, they called me Scooby. Because
Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
yeah. Do you remember? I knew you was gonna laugh. Do you remember back in the day when the Carl Kanai era and all of that was going on? Maurice Malone, the black companies, and remember they were selling the Warner Brothers clothing, so you could buy the hats with the cartoon characters on them. So I would always wear like Carl Kanai stuff, and then I have my Scooby Doo hat with the face over there. So they called me Scooby D. Then later on, it was Magic D. It's tattooed on my arm.
Magic D?
Just Magic without the D though. But Magic D. D is for something else though. But
I'm sure.
Yeah.
But
I'm talking about it was so magic. He got it tattooed on his arm.
It don't mean nothing like that though. But anyway, so Rookie, Magic, trying to think. Oh, when I was in grammar school, I used to rap. So my nickname was MC Nike. And then when I went to high school, I decided I wanted to like be more, I started learning about like, I read the autobiography of Malcolm X and it changed my life. So I changed my rap name to Rebel X. Okay. And I started like rapping real hard. Like I had a rap, it was like freedom of speech, freedom of preach, freedom of teach is what we do when we heed the words of the leech. The devil man take what he can from the black man for drugs in his body so he can shorten his lifespan. He wants some Nikes on his feet so he steals from his mother, put a gun in his hand and he kill his own brother. I was like a freshman, sophomore in high school. I was gone, right? So those are my nicknames.
Let's say elaborate, Magic.
Oh, well.
It ain't easy being cheesy.
Well, I can only say so much, but when I was involved in unscrupulous activity in the Strenites, that was my nickname. It was an acronym. It's actually an acronym.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I that's all I could say. So yeah, that's my past. This is old street name.
You got okay, Floyd.
The old street name.
Okay, Floyd X. Okay.
My glasses, look, so I used to always wear these type of glasses. They call like Peabodys. So I could do like this. I'd be like,
oh, he was serious with it.
So serious. Like
that was gonna be your album cover.
I swear to God, like Malcolm X changed my life. Like
wait a minute, when I learned the same birthday?
Yeah, we born on the same day. He was born May 19, 1925. I came along 51 years later, May 19.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might be a little bit of him that came through the channels, the spiritual channels, that dropped right in.
I came along 8 years. When he died, 68? I think he died in 68. I came along 8 years later. Never know.
That's what's up.
But yeah, so those are my nicknames. But my family, they would call me Rookie. And of course, my mother, with all the father mucker name. Of course, y'all know that's not what I'm saying, but y'all understand.
Yeah.
So yeah. But my homies, they call me Scooby Magic. Big homie. The shortest call me Big Homie now. You know, you get older. The shortest call me Big Homie. So I'm Big Homie now when I go home. So yeah.
Yeah, I think most times I didn't have a real nickname because people wanted and remembered my real name and my whole name. They would call out. So
what is it?
Keely Cherie Reedy.
Now you know what?
You know my nickname is for you.
What, BFF?
Kim.
You just made me think of something. They used to make fun of my last name, so my last name is Sumpo, but it looks like sample, SAM''PL. So they would call me, it would be this alcohol, I guess, when I was younger, called Champagne. It was like this commercial for it or whatever. They were singing the commercial. I forgot how it went. Like, it was something. Champagne. Well, like when I got in high school, they'd be like, I always tell people, since you can't pronounce my last name right, just say sample, right? But it's really Sumpo. So they'd be like, hey, Floyd, get a sample of those chips? Give me a sample of those cakes. Give me a sample of that. Sample of that. They kind of ran it in the ground. It was funny. So, yeah. Then my uncle used to make fun of my middle name. So my middle name is Ajano, but it looked like A''Juno. So he used to be like, Judo, what up, Judo? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, my Uncle Holy. His nickname was his nickname was Holy. Holy. Think about that. Holy. And he was the most gangster dude on the planet, but his nickname was Holy. Imagine that.
Was he like a Robin Hood or something?
Straight gang banger, wasn't robbing no rich to save the poor, was robbing everybody to save himself. Holy, my Uncle Holy. Right on, Holy. Yeah, right on. Love you, Aunt. Judo. He's always the Judo.
Kool-Aid said my flexing name was Ego, family name.
That is right. That's right. Kool-Aid D.
Kool-Aid D.
Hey, he used to flex. That, you know, they be doing like this. He was cold with it. I'm talking about he was cold with it for real.
So where did Kool-Aid D come from?
You know what? I don't know. We just started saying Kool-Aid.
Do you like Kool-Aid?
Kool-Aid, where the name come from? Because we just all of a sudden just started calling him Kool-Aid.
But you notice all of them got that D at the end. He Kool-Aid D. Magic D.
That got from something else. That's something else. That's an old street organizational thing. I'm telling you.
And he said,
I understand.
So we can stay alive, Keely. Move on.
Yeah. We should be in the streets a little bit, so, you know.
You just keep on poking and prodding. I'm trying to leave.
See, my poking and prodding, I was insinuating something else. I wasn't going to the streets.
Well, he kept telling you it's streets related.
I mean, you know, now, later in life, you understand, as I got older and a little more experienced.
For sure, move on now. For sure.
I'm just talking.
Next question.
Woo, look at that. You see how she did that? See how the pimp
Next
came
question.
in with all that hitting there? Really? That's what we doing, pimping?
Apparently so. All right.
That is not one of my
next question.
Yes.
What is your go-to dance move?
Oh. You know what mine is.
No, we don't. Enlighten us.
What, dropping it like it's hot?
Yeah, because I don't have no booty. I'm going to drop it like it's hot.
Lele said her other nickname was Shorty, Little Bit, and Short Stuff.
Oh, Lele.
What stuff? Oh, Kool-Aid said he don't even know what Kool-Aid came from.
I don't even know.
We just started calling him that. We called him that since we was younger.
Somebody might have been drinking Kool-Aid and thought he was cool and an aid. It was like Kool-Aid.
I don't remember.
Never mind. Y'all told me to stop. I was finna say something else. I'm gonna leave.
Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Now, my go-to dance. Something to
dropping
do
it like it's hot.
Something to do with shaking my butt because I don't have one. And I always say, boy, the Lord knew what he was doing when he didn't give me one like they have out here in these streets. I remember one time Keely was like, you're not shaking your butt, you're shaking your back.
Oh,
like that cartoon girl that be on Bob's Burgers, Tina.
Oh,
that is
no, not that bad. Not that bad.
Okay, now it ain't that bad.
No, it ain't that bad.
All right.
Lele said twerking. Kool-Aid said footwork number 10.
Okay.
Oh, it's got numbers.
Let me see your footwork.
You ain't ready.
Now, when I was younger, my go-to dance was put that atomic dog on, honey. I'm about to get it all the way in. And preferably with a group of cues.
Listen, when we was going down the little walk at the game, that was the first set we came to. They was already out there. I was like, where's Melinda?
I would have lost it. They so monkey. Oh, they so monkey. I love it, though.
So I don't really have a go-to dance move. I just let the music move me. It's whatever. That's it.
What's yours, Floyd?
Well, I'm a house head at heart, so it's kind of hard to explain. You just kind of just like you ain't just let the music take you. If you people who with house music, they understand. It ain't really no go-to dance. You just let the music take you. Whatever it is, it's funky. So just let the music take you. When we was flexing and like doing b-boy stuff though, I can't really explain. It's kind of a little bob move, a little two-step move, but for the most part, you let the music just take you. I ain't really had no signature dance. That's probably somebody had to ask somebody that probably know me, because I don't really be knowing. I be gone. The music come on, I be gone. So I don't be knowing where we going. I be gone.
I would love to see that. You still be gone when the music come on?
Oh yeah, you put some deep house music on, I'm out. 8 o'clock. Oh God. Out.
We're gonna have to make sure we do that next time.
Please,
it's like they don't really mess with deep house down here. They be trying to make it into techno, and that ain't what it is. I'm from Chicago. We play house, deep house, but it's something about the house. It just takes you.
It's different.
It's movement. Like it don't matter who you are, white, black, gay, straight, fat, skin. It don't matter. Like you are part of the house, and so house music is a way for you to get free. So no matter how you move, it's okay. But sometimes it just take you away, so you don't even know because you in your own state. One of my favorite records is Pledge Allegiance to the House Groove and 808 State by Pacific. Gone. I be gone. So yeah. Ask one of my homies. One of my homies on here, they'll tell you.
Is this recorded? Because we need to get that music because I need to see him gone.
It's gonna happen. What's the funniest thing you've ever heard a child say? Well, I'll start. When my son was younger, after their father and I had split ways, He was supposed to, my oldest was supposed to go to this game design camp, and we were supposed to split the cost, his father and I. And he waited until 2 days before time to make the payment and called and told me he didn't have it. Of course, I had it because I figured he didn't have it. I already knew what the deal was. But I was just going to see if you was going to come through for your child, because this is what he's not where he said he wanted to do, but you did. But anyway, so I, at this point, was like, I'm not going to tell him that he can't go. I will let you do that and let him know that you didn't do your part. So I gave him the phone. So my son got on the phone. He did his little talk or whatever. He got off the phone. So his younger brother was so excited for him to go. He came running. He was like, "You going to the game camp? You going?" He was like, "No, Dad said he ain't got the money." And my youngest son said, "That dirty scoundrel," and walked off. And I had to.
Not that dirty scoundrel.
I said, "Wait a minute." I said, "Where did you even hear that from? Like you like 7. What is going on?" And I had to stop. I had to not laugh because I'm a big person on not talking about your parent and not thing, but it took everything in me. He was like, "That dirty scoundrel." Did you just what? I said, come back. I said, "It's still your daddy. Can't do that." He was like, "But he wanted to go so bad." That's the funniest thing I've ever heard to date.
You said kid, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm surrounded by so many kids. I got 100 stories, but I'm trying to think of one that's really funny. So I have. Okay, so my oldest nephew, when he was 2, we took him to Chicago. Chicago used to be infamous for an area called Jewtown. So if you lived anywhere in the vicinity, in the tri-state area, or however you want to describe it, and you knew of Jewtown, you often went there and shopped. And I don't know how familiar people are with the phrase about Jewing somebody, but it's like getting somebody to lower their cost pretty much on whatever. So Jewtown was a massive area of shops. Like anything you could think of, you could get in Jewtown. Name brand, knockoff, whatever. So we took my nephew, and I don't know how familiar people are, because Southern people don't get cold weather like you do in the Midwest or the North. But there's a coat you can get called a shearling that is very warm in comparison to other types of coats. And so in Jewtown, they had several shops that sold shearlings, even for children. So we took my 2-year-old nephew into one of the children's stores. And as soon as we walked in, so another thing about Jewtown stores is they were usually jam-packed with merchandise, to the point that sometimes you just had to ask what you were looking for, and they would have to sift through and get it for you and bring it to you. So in this children's store we went to, they had the round, what I'm trying to say, racks that you put the clothes on, but they were jam-packed. So you were like spinning them, walking through them. That's how close they were together. So as soon as we walked in the door, my nephew said, "Oh, S-H-I-T." And so everybody just looked like, what? He was just like overwhelmed with how many clothes it was. And he just took off and just started running through the racks. And so we called him Booby. And so the people that worked in the store were, I think of Asian persuasion or something. And they were going, Booby, come out, Booby. That was funny too. But when he said, "Oh, S-H-I-T," we was like, and my brother looked at each other like, where did that come from? He
said, I'm in heaven right now. I'm about to go crazy.
And then I got twin god daughters. And you know how children are. They're real intelligent these days. So I asked her, she made reference to her sister moving too slow. And I said, well, slow? What do you mean like slow? She said, like a tortoise, duh. And she was like 4. And I was like, dang. And so I was like, okay, let me make sure she knows what a tortoise is. I said, so what is a tortoise? She was like, a turtle. And she looked around like, where did she come from? It was so funny. So yeah, those are like 2 of the funniest. Oh, one more. I'm sorry. When I was when I was working in the respect room in elementary school in Indiana, the respect room was a pretty name for in-school suspension, basically. They were trying to be kinder and gentler with the wording, but that's what it was. This little boy came in there that was in the 1st grade, and he smacked his lips and threw his paper and pencil on the desk. He said, "This is crazy as hell." And I'm not gonna laugh. I just bust out laughing because I was not ready for that. He was like, I don't know why I'm up in here. And then he sat down and he crossed his arms like, and I was like, oh, I couldn't even be mad at him.
Kool-Aid said when herringbones was cheap.
Ooh, everybody had.
I already know, cool.
And Lele said when I was doing a little 2-step dance, and a little girl said, "Lord, I know she old, but please teach her how to dance." Ooh, that's messed up. Woo. Lord, you got one?
Well, yeah, I do, but I had a quick question. Sure. So, with these shearling coats, what was the name of the coats? What was the brand?
Oh, I don't remember.
I never heard of those.
And you from Chicago?
Because we probably didn't call them that, so that's why I'm asking.
You know the big heavy coats.
Like was puffy.
A lot of times they're tan and they have that fur in the inside, and then they have.
Okay. In the brick coats, yeah, okay, I know.
And I might have got the term shearling from New York because they have them in New York as well.
I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah,
yeah, that's the old. Yeah, I know something about now. Go ahead. Yeah. But well, I can't think off the top of my head like something funny a child said. The first thing that came to my mind was when Talitha, I always mess her name up, when she was saying a little girl tripped on about dancing. It made me think about my youngest son when that whip Nene was coming out and they was doing like this, whatever that is. So I like did a video and I was trying to do it and he was trying to show me, but he was sending me out because he knew I looked awkward. And so he was like, "No, Pops, it looked like you're having a seizure."
Dang.
Where that video at?
I was looking like here, you know.
Where that video at?
Facebook somewhere, many moons ago.
Oh, if it's on Facebook, it's still out there. I just need to know if it was in the world.
I got them privacy settings on 10.
I'm your friend.
That don't mean nothing.
I can see it.
Yes, it does.
No, it don't. You can set. Y'all need to go check y'all settings again because
I'm gonna go see it. I'm gonna go find it when I find it.
You can go through your posts, old or new, and even if they're your friends, you can have it set to only me.
Oh, so you put it on only you made sure to put it on only. Let me go search it now. Why before he go in and change it to only me? Because he ain't do that back then. Not for that video.
We had just moved to this. Well, you know what? We had just moved to this apartment in Indiana too. It was horrible Irish Hills. If you live in South Bend, Indiana, do not move to Irish Hills. It's a piss poor community. It is a horrible place to live, and the leasing staff are racist. Do not do it.
Oh wow! All right.
Straight
Have
up.
you ever had a surprise party that was an actual surprise? My answer is no.
I ain't have a surprise party, but I had some surprise gifts.
Oh.
Like my birthday.
Kool-Aid said triple fat.
No, Kool-Aid. Hey, that's what I thought too. But you know what she's talking about? She talking about, now draw with me, Kool-Aid, because you know I can't say how I want to say it. The coats that the Britnicks used to wear all the time back in the day. The black long coats with the orange, they had the orange, the light color inside with the fur around the hood. Some of them, the hood was zipped down. A lot of the Britnicks used to wear them back in the day. That's the one she talking about.
And the fur would be in the seam too.
Yeah, around the hood. I know exactly.
No, I'm talking about on the body of the coat, not just around the hood.
Yeah, we know what you're talking about. You can buy them either way though. You can have them like, because some had with a zipper, the hood could unzip. Some the hood didn't zip. Some had fur on the collar. The ones most guys bought didn't have the fur on the arm. It just had the fur on the hood. And so when we was coming up, certain types of people would wear those coats.
Oh, okay.
So
Lila said, kids say the darndest things.
Yeah. But yeah, I was just I had a surprise gift, but I've never had a surprise party, but I've had some pretty amazing surprise gifts. I'll say that.
Okay.
Yeah. GoddeSShips Uncut.
I don't think anybody could surprise me because I'm so nosy.
I believe it.
I don't think I've ever had a surprise. I can't remember ever having a surprise party.
I believe it.
Okay. I like to see the person that pulled it off. That'd be great.
Lila said no. With the crying faces. Do you collect anything?
Oh.
I collect butterflies. Well, butterfly things, shaped things.
And you also collect
what, girl?
Alcohol, pretty alcohol bottles or
whatever. Oh,
the
bottles. Yeah, I'm a little bit of a bottle whore.
And shot glasses.
I don't have a lot of shot glasses anymore. Oh, it's just been bottles.
Well, I'll take those back that I got there.
Oh no, girl, bring them on. I need them because I ain't got no many no more. No, don't do that.
I collect. I guess if I would have to say that I collect something, it is t-shirts with black themes on them, or that specifically come from black designers. So, and I'm about to start collecting purses from black designers because I didn't know they was out there like that. I've been asleep on the purse game. A couple years ago, I decided I didn't want to do a lot of mainstream stuff anymore. Because,
yeah,
in order for our black designers to prosper, they have to be supported. And so there was one particular purse I saw people carrying around, and I was interested in knowing who made it. And I found out that a black male made it. And so I started just out of curiosity Googling black purse designers. And it's a lot of them. And they got some nice merchandise, and it's pretty reasonable in comparison to like. So I feel like their product is top notch, like a Louis or a Gucci, but it's a lot more reasonably priced than a Louis or a Gucci.
Tanika said she was gonna say that. LOL.
Yeah. So, and especially when I travel to places and I'm in an area that is like has a little known black history fact or is a little known black city or whatever, I always try to get a t-shirt that represents either that city or something in that city. I don't think I collect anything else.
Lele said she collects cups and mugs and jewelry. And Kool-Aid said basketball cards.
Okay.
You gotta have a collection.
Yeah, my little bottles. I need to do better. I've seen some that I wanted to get. I just need to go buy them. But yeah, I got some cute little bottles. I got trumpet. I got a torso. I got one that has a LED on it that you can change and make it say whatever you want it to say. I got a fire extinguisher. I got a Jekyll and Hyde bottle that curves the face together. So it's like 2 bottles that fit. I got some that just got some really cool designs in the inside of them. I got a couple of little something.
And shout out to Goddess of the Coins. We know she had the largest garment collection I've ever seen.
Yes.
She had close to 1,000 before she left us. So
yes.
I collect
that was awesome.
Yeah.
I know, Tanika, I'm gonna have to take a trip to come get it. Yeah.
I collect a few things, but it's nothing too highfalutin. I collect knives, machetes, funny t-shirts, and black V-neck t-shirts. I have a lot of funny t-shirts, and I have a ridiculous amount of black V-neck t-shirts. I have a lot of knives and machetes too.
Really? I like knives, but I don't collect them, but I like them a lot.
I like knives. When I was back home, you could go to Wisconsin Dells, Lake Delton. It was actually Lake Delton. And they had these little stores out there, whatever. And they would call them letter openers, but they was really like long, ridiculous knives. So I used to collect those. But
my sons have swords.
I haven't gotten to the swords yet. I kind of like stuff that I can potentially use. So
they think they're gonna use them.
I guess I'm not a sword guy. I like machetes. I love machetes. So. Kind of my thing. I got one hanging on the wall in my house.
Mm-hmm.
Why is your face like that, fat guy?
He said he can potentially use. Don't make him mad.
Tanika said she started collecting knives and people started stealing them.
That's crazy. You should have cut their butt.
That's tough.
You cut them with the knives they were stealing?
Yeah.
Not that.
Catch them in.
Stick yourself, pretty Tony. Stick yourself.
Stick yourself again.
All right. If you were a superhero, what powers would you have?
GoddeSShips Uncut.
I actually asked the students this, and it was very interesting. They made me think like, oh yeah. Somebody said they would. I'm saying what they said because then I agreed, like, oh yeah, I would want to do that. Somebody said they would want to control time. So they could be able to just go wherever in time that they wanted to. I like that answer.
Layla has said she loved knives back
on the knife people. Come on now.
Little slice them up, dice them up. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Y'all just want to cut up.
Just slice them up, dice them up.
You know, certain people in certain professions, they have knives too.
Like chefs? I mean, I'm lost.
Okay.
Mine would be to fly super fast because I don't want to pay for no flight and I want to go places, so I could just fly where I want to go and come back.
I would want to be able to hold my breath indefinitely underwater. I would want to be able to have adjustable X-ray vision. So I could go through different layers. What else? I would want to be able to survive in space so that I could like fly to different universes, and I would want to be able to live forever and not age.
Okay. All right. What was your first impression of your co-host?
Which one?
Like you say us. You say you. Oh, these faces. What is up with these faces?
I'm whistling.
Oh, Lele said she would want to do mind reading.
Ooh.
I don't want to know what nobody thinking because I might end up cussing you out from knowing what you said about me.
First impression of your co-host. I mean,
yeah.
that's a difficult question for me to answer because you're my best friend.
Okay, but what was your first impression when you first met me?
Oh, okay. Oh, I already just said that in plenty of episodes. I was like, that's gonna be my friend because she kicks butt. We worked at in deposits in the deposit department of section of the IRS, the processing of the checks that come in from when people owe taxes and stuff like that. And Keely made her stand strong, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be friends with her because I'm a lover, not a fighter. So you gotta hang with people that will protect you. And then also I recognized quickly that she was family oriented. She was, born and raised in Atlanta, so she was I guess real informative as far as like old school Atlanta and the isms that come along with what people think about Atlanta. It was neat to be able to converse with somebody that was actually born and raised there and actually knew what she was talking about. And it just, like, once we met, it just took off from there because we gelled really well in like I said, especially the family oriented part. I met her children and her boyfriend at the time, met her parents and her siblings, and it's been, I guess no wrinkles ever since.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Oh,
Lele going back, she said, oh yeah, and immortality.
Oh, okay.
The power to heal. The power to heal. Let me add
that.
Goddess of the Coins. We met at Howard, and my other friends always say that I took her from her best friend, and I did not.
I can believe it.
We met through a mutual friend, and then she and I ended up gelling and eventually becoming closer. And like, I would say, like, whatever semester we were in when I met her, that next semester we became roommates. And then it just took off from there because we had a room in a co-ed dorm, but we were on the male floor. She Goddess of the Coin, she always made her money. She always made her money. And so she worked in the dorm at the front desk. And one of the things they did was sell like candy and stuff like that because we didn't have vending machines. So she was instrumental in that. And just having she's always had hookups and stuff like that. So whoever she knew in the dorm, she convinced them to let us get this room on the male floor that was supposed to be for 4 people. So we converted it straight up into like an apartment because we both stayed in the bedroom, so to speak, with where the 2 beds were, and then the other 2 beds were outside of the bedroom. So the bedroom was enclosed with a door, and the other 2 beds were like out in the open, which was our living room. So we had full-fledged apartment joint going on. And then again with her, she was born and raised in DC. So she taught me a lot of things about the DMV, which stands for District, DC, Maryland, and Virginia. She taught me a lot about just a wealth of knowledge about just Blacks and just the cities in general. I remember even back then, and that was in the 90s, her saying that DC was nicknamed the Chocolate City, but she was like, it's becoming where it's not that chocolate anymore. And like, if you were in DC right now, it's nothing like it used to be. So I can imagine how it was for her even telling me that back in the 90s. And we both she got a job and she got me a job. She started working for Mrs. Fields Cookies. And I worked at a store down the street from hers. We worked the evening shift. She would walk and meet me. We walked to the dorm together. And you know, we had little perks from working there and had us a little, little gig at the apartment. She had a cart. I don't know where she got the cart from. And we would straight ride around the dorm. I mean, push it around the dorm like cookies.
Selling stuff. Just selling.
But she didn't always got them coins. That is so true about her. But yeah, I met her family, met her brother, her mom and dad. Because I'm such a family oriented person, it's nice to gel with other people that are the same way. Because you just automatically have some of the same, values, thought processes, just because you're a family person. And the other co-host right there. When I first met Floyd, I thought he was very intelligent. I thought he was very for his people and about his people. So you know how I am about our people. That kind of struck me as interesting with him. And he was when I met him, he was a single father raising 2 teenage boys. And just kind of living life and doing life the way that he wanted to, and not the way that society wanted to, especially being a Black man. So he definitely was family oriented as well, even though, he has mentioned how his, relationship with his mother has been on different levels throughout. He still is family oriented. And so, again, that was another thing that kind of made me gel with him. And when we first started this show, we had talked about bringing a male perspective on, and I knew that he would be a good fit as far as him being so well-rounded. Even though he's always talking about somebody being a pimp. He's very intelligent and very well-versed. And so I'm sure that people have seen at least a glimpse of that.
You see how she always try to find a way to shoot a slug?
In the various shows that we've had.
Those old side comments.
That's all the old slug. He's shooting them slugs. I told y'all I'm bulletproof. Shooting them slugs.
So yeah, those are my first impressions of the castmates. Oh, you should go back and say what yours was for the goddess of the coin. Oh, I was the only one that talked to her. Oh, never mind. My bad. Okay, I'm done. I'm sorry. I'm finished.
So mine for you, Fat Goddess, was when we were working at the IRS. There were even though our job was like super simple in my mind, it seemed like some of the other people around us were having difficulties. And all we were doing was putting the numbers in order numerically to put in a file. And then when we were doing the deposits, just typing in the number that's on the check in the computer for these people. And people were having difficulties with this. And I was like, am I in the Twilight Zone or what? And so once I recognized that there were about 2, maybe 3 other people that was catching it, I was like, oh, okay, I can be friends with them.
Right.
These other people is a little tortoise-ish about them.
Up in the right.
So yeah, I was like, yeah, I can't fool with that other stuff, because if you can't 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, do, I can't talk to you. We can't be friends.
Hey, this is a sidebar, but you remember we did it so quickly that we did multiple jobs in other departments, because we would be done with our little file folder. And I was like, we became like the Three Musketeers. Take them over there. Put them over there.
We was traveling.
Yeah.
And then I did play a joke on F.A.C.K.Goddess when we were riding together.
I don't remember what you do.
There was she was trying to ask me a question, and I had already read the question previously. And so it basically was about a person who somebody died, and they went to the funeral. They met a person that they instantly fell in love with, and but they didn't get each other's number before they left the funeral. And so the next week, the person killed their sister or something like that. And they was like, what's the reason that they would have killed them? And so the answer was because they wanted for the person to come back to the funeral that they met so they can have another chance to talk to them. And so they said if a person answers that way, that they're psychotic, right? So she was giving me a ride home. And so she asked me this. She went through the whole little thing. And I was like, oh. Because maybe the person that they met gonna come back to the funeral and they can meet them again. And when I say, she said nothing else for like 15 minutes while we was riding. And I'm sitting in the passenger seat dying, trying not to laugh, because I know what she's thinking. She's like, this helper is psychotic. When she get out my car, it ain't gonna be no more. So I waited like 10 minutes and I was like, oh, Melinda, I had already read that. I know. She was like, girl, because when I dropped you off, it wasn't going to be no more ride. It was the best thing ever, because when I say shut down, quiet, nothing to say, music sounded like it went off. It was crickets in the car. It was hilarious. It was the best.
So, I've been scary, because I was like, oh my God, I got a serial killer.
Lele said, I knew Soul Snatching Goddess to be sweet, but no nonsense. It was that part that I love the most. Floyd is hilarious. Seems to be real cool people. I asked if he was cool, and it was confirmed. And Melinda makes you think, sometimes hard. But that's a good thing, and she is a comedian. You just have to be intelligent to get her jokes.
Thanks, Lele.
For what?
You just can't let a moment be a moment, can you, Floyd?
I'm just like you, player. Can't let it go, player.
Keely, continue.
In terms of Goddess of the Coin, I met her, of course, through F.A.C.K.Goddess. And she was just a ball of love. Like when you came in, it felt like she ain't never met a stranger, period, ever in life. And so that was her. And it just clicked. And then she and I would have our own conversations, which of course F.A.C.K.Goddess did not like.
At all.
But we didn't care. We did what we did.
And it wasn't that they did it. It was how quickly it happened.
So you got friends with the Goddess of the Coins, and people was mad at you, feeling like you took her from them, and you gonna do the same thing they felt when her and Keely got tight? Look at you. Look at yourself.
Get up. Get up. And then with Floyd, like I said, F.A.C.K.Goddess suggested him as a possible male perspective for us. And when we spoke, he he gave some good male perspective that I just couldn't deny. And then once other people even started watching, they would comment to me, especially guys, and be like, "Yeah, I agree with what Floyd was saying." I was like, "Oh, really? You do? Oh, that's what you're doing?"
Right on, brothers. Ooh, look at that. You heard that? You heard that?
But yes, very intelligent, has some good advice and some good insight to things. So yeah, just all around good guy. Yeah.
I tried.
Mm-hmm. Oh. All right.
How's Mr. Well-rounded?
Dang. Wow.
Well, anyway, let me think. Nah, when I first met the F.A.C.K.Goddess, she was cool. I'm gonna say this. I actually, and this is something I have never really said, but this is the guy's honest truth. I actually admire the relationship that she has with her mother, which I don't get to talk to her mama, spend time with her mama a lot, but I love her mom, right? Her mom is like the coolest mofo in the world and will talk feces. Since we can't cuss, she talks major feces when she needs to talk feces. But she always keep it real. She gonna let you know what it is, right? So I like that about her mom. I like their relationship. And then, F.A.C.K.Goddess is about her people. She about her people, which I do respect because and we used to have some really good conversations.
Yes.
And she was the first person that actually really heard me do my remixes. So that's kind of our thing because I used to do my remixes and she be busting up. But
I could not stop laughing. Oh my God.
One day y'all will get to hear them remixes, I'm trying to tell you. But we used to have some great intellectual conversations about our people, solutions, problems. You know what I mean? So that's what I could say about F.A.C.K.Goddess. And I've been knowing F.A.C.K.Goddess for a few years now. So it's been some years. Mm-hmm. And then with young Keely Reedy, aka Cold-Blooded Rick James. I actually physically met Keely. We actually ended up going to her house. We played some cards. And there was this other girl that was there. She was ignorant too. And we had a real good time. And this particular night, somebody, I don't know if they was just hungry because they hadn't ate all day or something like that. But they just could not stop eating all these snizzacks, you dig? But we had a great time playing cards. Actually, and I'm gonna say this, actually, Keely is more in terms of what the F.A.C.K.Goddess likes to call out of control. Keely and I are on the same page when it comes to certain attitudes.
Absolutely, things like I agree wholeheartedly.
So when things go awry, she's the girl and I'm the guy.
Yeah, so, I agree.
And then that's how I know Keely. I met Keely through the F.A.C.K.Goddess, and then trying to getting added on to the show, and then the Goddess of the Coins I met through the F.A.C.K.Goddess as well. Now I'm gonna say this. This is just my personal opinion. Y'all ain't got to agree, but me and the Goddess of the Coins was like this here in terms of we was on the show, and we
always were.
We was right here. You did. She was like the female version.
Yes, she was.
Of me.
Yes, she was.
And I told we could be on the show and she knew what I was on.
Uh-huh.
So I respected that. And she was, when I did finally meet that person, she was an awesome person, funny, very well, easy to get along with, real down to earth. We had some good encounters with each other. So she was real good people. She never treated me different. She actually treated me like she had already knew me.
She showed me.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly how she talked to you.
Huh?
I said that's exactly how she talked to you.
Yeah. So she was good people to me. So, I do miss the Goddess of the Coins. So I ain't gonna front. But that's how I met all y'all. Ignorant folk. But for the most part, all the impressions were good impressions, I must say. And I had a great time. I mean, people who know me, I'm a recluse. So when I actually first met Keely, they drug, I got drug out. We're gonna go play these cards, all that. And I really had a good time because I would stay in the house on y'all.
No, I drag people to places they don't think.
Yeah, so I did have a good time. We had a good time playing spades. And I had seen another side of Melinda I had never seen, because between the sheer assault on the snacks, the spade game was fun too. We actually had a good time. The spade game was very fun. It was competitive, but it was a very interesting evening. It was very fun. So.
And the musical selection.
The musical selection was pretty good, I must say. And Keely's sons are hilarious. The oldest one is funny as hell. So the youngest one cool too, but the oldest one is funny as hell.
Don't sleep on him.
Don't sleep on dude. He's funny. So she has some great kids. She has some great young men. Let me say that. Because the kid is a goat. She has some great young men.
We talked about that.
Yes, it's goats. So she has some great young men, and you can tell that she's done a good job with her children. So don't get caught up in the soul snatching and all that. She's a good. I'm saying, you know what I mean. She's a good person. FACKTgoddess, even though she be on some other. She good people too. Even though y'all don't know what she do on the side.
I don't do nothing on the side.
You understand? So,
Lele says she's so hood as well.
You didn't have to tell us that, Talatha. We already knew.
He said he had to get you back.
For cheesy.
All right, y'all. We are down to our last 3 questions.
All right.
If you had a warning label, what would yours say?
Dang.
I can go first.
Okay. I
am not a person that you put on speakerphone.
That's a good warning label.
Caliente, because I'm hot. And caution, excitement inside.
Oh.
GoddeSShips Uncut. I'm taking notes. This is so
Lele says she hopes to meet you in person one day, Floyd.
Well, even sinners have song too. Oh, big Lord, take me. I'm just playing. That'll be all good. Probably have a good time hanging
out. Oh, I think one of them would be handled with care. Because I'm so sensitive. Oh my gosh, I cry at the drop of a dime.
Ralph Tresvant.
Another one would be. Be careful what you say about my people. Because everybody that know me know I don't play no games with that. And my most favorite phrase is each one teach one.
Okay.
I would like to add one for the FACKTgoddess. I think one of her warning labels would be, don't be a young man walking the streets without any family and nowhere to stay. I couldn't help myself. Woo.
Dave Atkins said, Floyd's a good dude. I did some work for him. He's a real good brother.
Well, hey, Dave, you're new.
Yes. Welcome.
Thanks for your comment and your support.
Oh, hey, let me tell you. Okay, so that brother, that's a good brother right there. I got to plug his podcast. That is a good brother. He a noob too, so all y'all cappers out there, you know what I'm saying? He a noob. He a good brother. Yeah, Dave Atkins. a good brother, intelligent brother. Actually, it did some work for me and enlightened me on a lot of different things. And that's one thing I can say. It is beautiful when Black men can come together. And so getting back to one of your warning labels, well, your motto is each one teach one, because that is exactly what happened when I encountered this brother. He gave me a lot of good information, actually gave me a good book to read. Like, I mean, that's an awesome brother. So I just want to put that out there. So
He said, yeah, he finally tapped in. We
yes,
glad
sir.
you tapped
Thank
in.
you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, I'm gonna say that one of my warning labels is at your own risk.
Enter.
Whatever.
Whatever.
Whatever. At your own risk. I'm also say if you're not prepared for the truth, or you worried about how can I say this?
Yeah, make it label worthy. We don't need a
Yeah,
paragraph.
Be real when you open this package, because it's full of genuineness.
Okay.
And sometimes the truth gonna hurt, because I don't bite my tongue for nothing. You know, say that, and then on the lighter side, I say one of my warning labels is tickle me Floydo. Tickle me Elmo. That did not come out right at all.
It really didn't. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
I was trying to say something slick, but it's my mouth and my brain. The signals.
You should have just left it with Magic D and let your imagination run with the D.
Look, I hope my brother-in-law.
Floydo.
Yeah, that was bad. That was bad. I'm hoping my brother-in-law ain't listening, because we had like this thing. He always got jokes, right? So I used to be like, I be trying to make sure my heart is good, so I be eating the right stuff. So I was like, man, Mike, I found out walnuts and almonds and stuff, they good for your heart. You know what I'm saying? So he always be like, oh, so they call me the Build. That's my nickname, the Build. So the Build. He was like, oh, so you're in the nuts now, huh? You done moved out in nuts. And you done got all in the nuts, So it's hilarious, but you have to be there. So, yeah.
Lele said, don't piss this one off.
Machiavelli? I ain't no killer, but don't push me.
Yeah. And beware of her children.
Oh.
I'll digress. So I'll say a label is beware, genuineness inside. How about that?
Okay.
All right.
And the truth can be scathing.
Come on, scathing.
Oh, and I ain't gonna bite my tongue. That's another. I'm gonna say it again. I must reiterate. I will not bite my tongue. I'm gonna tell you like it is. It's just what it is. You want to know the truth? You want some real advice? I'm gonna give it to you.
Ask you.
Oh, and my motto: every day is another chance to get it right.
Good one.
That's a good.
And and then people be like, and then one more, and I'm gonna shut the hell up. And people be like, you having a good day? And like, oh, I'm not having a good day, boo-boo. And I always tell them, I woke up, so everything else is a breeze, good or bad. You know what I'm saying?
To be seen and not viewed.
Right, because if I didn't wake up, I ain't gonna have no good time or no bad time. Bad situations ain't gonna happen because I ain't here. So as long as I woke up, everything else a breeze, pimp.
Yeah. And everybody don't catch it when I tell them, when they say how you doing, I say it's good to be seen and not viewed. It take them a second, then they be like, oh yeah.
Yeah, a lot of things go over these folk head.
Lele said short but deadly.
Lele, calm down.
Violent tonight. You're a little violent tonight.
Yeah.
Violent.
What is
GoddeSShips Uncut?
What is one bad habit that you have?
I procrastinate. I'm a procrastinator.
I would say ladies first.
Oh.
I'm a procrastinator.
I'm going to say eating ice. Because I'm an ice connoisseur to the fullest extent that there is. Serious about my eyes.
What was the question again, so I can make sure I got this right?
Your one bad habit.
I can't even sum it up into one.
Dang.
Outshine fruit bars and my brain when it comes to black women.
Do you
And
think
I mean
with the
that
wrong
in the most
head?
positive way possible.
Do you think with the wrong head? No comment. All right.
I'm just gonna say that I'm not gonna say that. Just my mind be in so many places. Like my mind is vast, and my mind something. If so, you could step in my brain for a day, I don't know if people will survive. My mind be like, especially if it's somebody I like.
You be gone.
My mind's telling me no, and that's it. I'm gonna end it right because that other part ain't me.
All right. Well, last question. Would you rather win the lottery or work at the perfect job?
It's a no-brainer. Win the lottery.
Girl, you already know.
The lottery. I'm going to Dominica with my money. Dominica, not Dominican Republic. Dominica. I'm out. Out.
Well, mine is also win the lottery. Even though I one of the things that I've said to people is, if you love your job, you'll never work a day in your life. Mm-hmm. So if it's something that you really love, that could be something. But I don't know nothing that I want to get up every day for. So I want to win the lottery because money begets money, and I can make money while I'm asleep.
That's right. People.
So that it can become wealth.
People, we were not put on this earth to work jobs, be entrepreneurs, none of that. It's nice if that's what you want to do, but be real. We was not put here to do none of that. We was put here to enjoy life, learn, acquire knowledge, and use technology and science to benefit ourselves and to try to find a way to be perfect beings and possibly live forever and create perfect societies. We was not put here to work for nobody, work for ourselves, or nothing like that. Currency is a man-made creation. So it's just, one to grow on around here. Just think about that.
Lele said her bad habit was procrastination as well. And then she said eating ice is not bad. I don't think it's bad either, however, when people find out my level.
I knew an old lady used to eat starch. Used to crunch on starch.
Oh.
You know the old starch that we could get hard?
Yeah.
She used to put it in the bowl and get it hard, and she'd sit on the porch and break it and just crunch on it.
Yeah. And Dave said too much of anything is bad. LOL.
True.
Quite true. Very, very true. That's why I've cut down on my ice consumption just a
little. Nothing wrong with eating ice. It's water.
Well, so a lot of people
speaking, it can be something wrong with it.
So it usually is an indication that you're anemic, first and foremost. Depending on the type of ice you eat, you can mess up the enamel on your teeth. But that's why I'm an ice connoisseur, because I don't do that type of ice.
I did not know that.
Yes.
What type of ice?
A lot of people that aren't connoisseurs like Keely that chew on ice, they thin their teeth
because of the constant grinding or whatever.
And really? because they may eat like those cubes of ice that come out of your freezer and your ice tray. You have to put so much pressure to break those up on your teeth, and so it breaks off the enamel. But I don't do that ice.
You're a crushed ice person.
Very much so, and specific crushed ice at that, because all crushed ice ain't the same crushed ice.
Because it's not all
chips ain't the same, and all crushed ice ain't the same
at all.
Branding. I did not know all crushed ice was not the same. Like, y'all got me messed up on the ice.
She's serious about being a connoisseur.
I mean, for real. You just taught me something. I did not know that.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
yeah. I'm serious about this thing.
And because of her, when I meet people that chew ice, I ask them what ice they chew, and then I say, "Oh, you for real about it?" If they match the stuff that Keely shared with me,
the ice eating criteria.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I try to forewarn them about their teeth and checking to see if they're anemic, if they do chew ice frequently.
Yeah. So I started out anemic in chewing ice. I was, but I started taking iron pills to get my anemia under control. However, I still like to chew ice because it's almost like a person that has like a thing that they do as they're working.
Mm-hmm.
I have ice and I do work.
Like somebody who would suck their thumb, something like that.
Kind of, sort of, but it's my
habit. I mean like a habit.
Yeah,
like,
my habit. Yeah.
So you know what? I'm gonna have to like read up on that because I wonder how lack of iron will correlate into the need of water, so to speak.
It's not even a need of water because I drink water, but I have to make myself drink water. I eat ice.
Well, I guess let me rephrase it. I guess what I'm trying to say is, how does the lack of iron turn into?
Now that part I don't know, and can't nobody tell me how they match. But most people who eat ice have an iron deficiency.
That's interesting.
Let us know what you find out.
Yeah, I will, because that's very interesting right there. I'm gonna have to look that one up if I can find something.
Yeah.
Wow.
Lele said she picks the wrong homeboy, and that she would want to win the lottery.
I guess I didn't answer the question, but it definitely will be win the lottery.
Yeah. Win the lottery.
Because I need to get a jet and a pilot. That'll be the first thing I purchase. Pilot for life.
Yes, world traveler.
Absolutely.
I mean, private island and breed little people.
I don't understand, Lord.
We're gonna pretend like we ain't even hear none of that. We heard it, but we didn't hear it.
Oh, Smurf Island.
Whew. So, are all hearts and minds clear?
Yeah, I don't have no I love you, but
how you know, fam?
Because I didn't prepare it. I know you said
I thought he gave you one.
I gave you one.
I know, but I didn't read it like thoroughly. I don't want to just read it. I need to get my stuff together.
Yeah, I get it. I guess.
Yeah, she want to be Merriam Webster.
Mm-hmm.
1A, 1B.
I have it. I'll have it next time.
Well, even though she doesn't have one this evening, we still need your suggestions to be sent to the Fact Goddess at FACKTgoddess@gmail.com. That is F-A-C-K-T goddess@gmail.com. It will also be in the description below. And if all hearts and minds are clear, that will conclude our show for the evening. We did run a bit long, but you know more about us, so be happy in that.
Plus, we won't be here next Monday because it's a holiday.
What holiday next month?
Indigenous People Day, formerly known as Columbus Day.
Oh.
That's the air day.
Well, that's here nice to know.
It's Native American Day.
We are Native American.
No, I'm saying where I am in Maryland.
They call it Native American Day.
They call it Native American Day.
Well, shouts out to the Kickapoos, the Blackfoots, Cherokees, and all the indigenous nations across the world. Black people, because we was all the same until they introduced the word Negro and tried to separate us. Something to research, but I digress.
Well, thank you for joining us as we do our best to give you the content you deserve. Feel free to keep the conversation going down below in the comments. We do look forward to reading them and we respond. Lele, I need you to DM me your address, please, so you can get your mug.
Are you going to
Please remember that we are available wherever you get your podcast listening, such as Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spreaker, Deezer, Podcast Addict, Podchaser, GeoSavin, iHeartRadio, and of course, here on YouTube. So,
all over this place like dog feces.
Yes. Again, thanks for watching. If you have not, make sure to thumbs up this video, share, tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend, subscribe, click the notification bell, and we will see you next week on GoddeSShips, because every ship matters.
All ships aren't the same.
And lives are lived on ships.
Good night.
Little people, email FloydGod24@gmail.com.
Woo!